We're live. Okay. Hey, well, welcome to the second Makey Makey Google Hangout. Um, Today we are going to talk about a wonderful project called El
El Árbol.
Árbol, El, created by Josue. We were really taken by the project, and we thought it would be a good topic for conversation. So let's just do a round of introductions, just so everyone knows who's on the call. My name is David Tienhaver. I am the COO of Makey Makey and Joy Labs. And Jay, you introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jay Silver. I'm the CEO of Joy Labs, and I'm excited to hear all about what's going on today. Thanks.
Liam.
Cool. I am Liam Nilsson. I'm the community manager at Joy Labs, and I'm at an airport, so I will be probably on a sketchy connection.
And our guest of honor, Josue.
Oh, hi. My name is Josue. I am an art visual artist. I'm working with Makey Makey from like 2 years ago, and this time I make a project with my students called the Árbol, and this project works. Is trying to find something with the touching, people touching and making physical contact to get a communication but by music and lights. And the principal instrument is the Makey Makey that allow me to make all these connections by metallic parts, and also with a DMX system and a program called Quartz Composer. I made all this structure made by PVC, plastic PVC, and nylon. Yep.
The project space itself, the project that you've created, is an amazing space, right? It's a room with a glowing tree in it, and so talk us through the design, talk us through the visual component of your project.
Okay. Yeah, the principal thing we try to do is to explore scenography. We were working with scenography, but we had a little short time to make and explore all things about scenography. And other principal things about this is to make a project with the students. It doesn't matter what, especially, but the important thing is to make something new that nobody has done before, and also something that is coming from the school, the class, something original from the class. So we start trying to we got this room. This room is in the university, and we have to explore the space, and also to analyze the cost, the money, because we always are really short and economically. And we try to explore that it was a really big place to fill with scenography, so we start to construct something in the center, something coming from the center, and also to explore not scenography for theater or for another discipline. So we start to try to make scenography like an installation, and to make it more interesting and interactive installation. So I was like trying to resolve this problem, and I remember the Makey Makey I had in my house. Like I was working with it a year ago, and I said this is an excellent opportunity to explore it, to explore it, all the possibilities it have. So we start to make something in the center that comes from the center to out. So we don't have to fill all the space, yeah? And something that people can go around 360 degrees. That's something that scenography you can do because you have the scenography just in the front and that's it. In this case, we are trying to make an installation, a place where people comes in and gets in and make interaction with it or with somebody else.
Right.
So we start trying to look for thematic. So what was the thematic? We start like, and it was we were going to present the project like like November, and it was going to be like Halloween. We call Halloween for us. This is Hanal Pishan. It's a Mayan word, and in the Hanal Pishan histories, there is important personal, um, yeah, important person that comes from a tree. So we start to try going on that line, yeah, but we are not like strictly going with a thematic, just something that gives us a line. That's it.
Right.
So we start to find for economic materials. We start to find for something that gives us a structure. So we start to experimenting with the PVC and trying to give it forms, organic forms with the PVC. So experimenting with it, we start to blow the tube with hot air.
Right.
So we splash it, and we get the PVC just in a line, and after that we could make like organic figures, and it gives us the base of the tree.
Right.
And the rest comes for the idea that we need something really no heavy for the top of the tree.
Right.
So we get with PVC and nylon bags.
Right.
Also, we chose everything in white, so we can use also with lights, LED lights, and everything start with it, with that structure of the tree. After that,
okay.
yeah, after that we start thinking how people is going to interact with that tree.
Right.
So we got the Makey Makey. We make some experiments with it. We make a class where we understand the principal mechanisms of the chip and start well thinking and going around how it was going to happen. Well, at the end we understand that something important that we could make is that people touch itself to do something, and something has to come up with people comes around the tree and touch itself. So after that, I start to thinking, well, how we are gonna make all this connection, and I find, well, I work for a nightclub. I am VJ also.
I see.
Yeah, and we are working there with I work with projection and all these things, but also my partner works with lights and all these
Right.
things. And he gave me the idea to use the LEDs controlling by a computer, but we didn't know how to do that. So we were finding how to do it. We find a DMX system and that works with Quartz Composer.
Great. So
So
let's just take a break. So for people who don't know what a DMX system is, can you explain to people what DMX is?
okay, DMX is a protocol for communication for light systems. It's
Right.
the protocol we use to control all the lights and also some like smoke machines, like lasers, like things like that by the computer and not by a console.
I see.
See?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just by the computer because it gives you more possibilities and more
Right.
control and programming possibilities.
Right.
So DMX, the DMX is a box that convert converts digital signals to electrical signals.
I see.
Yeah, that's the DMX.
Right.
So we got the computer, we got the DMX, we got the lights.
Right.
Now, how touching is going to be a command for the computer. There's where the Makey Makey comes on.
I see.
Yeah. So the next thing was the logic. What how people comes in and goes around the tree and they touch how that was going to work, and that was like many days like making like examples and experiments and how that was going to work. And we finally say that people is going to come into the installation with no shoes because this is because this was like I don't know how to say in English. It was like holy place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you
Yes.
can come with shoes.
Yeah.
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 You're getting in a special and holy place. Yeah. Yeah. So you have to take out your shoes. You came into the room. Everything is like dark. Only the tree in the base is like with a blue light. Yeah. So you choose a partner, a person who is coming with you. You step on a shapes made by paper and aluminum, like kitchen aluminum.
Yes. Yeah.
And this was connected by a cable directly to the Makey Makey.
I see.
And we get 4 places um, where 8 people can stand up on it, and when they touch themselves between them, and there is a light coming from the tree in that direction that gets on in a specific color. One partner was blue, another was red, another was purple, another was like green.
Right.
And also, every light has a specific sound that comes in every time they touch themselves. So finally, the installation tried to make these 8 people to coordinate themselves, making music and lights at the same time. So it never happened. The people all time was like playing like 3 was dan, 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 and working all the time. But it was really magical for
right.
people, students, for the school. And we never had seen something like that here in this place of Mexico. And there is no people working with this kind of technologies or interactive technologies.
Would
And
it
then
make sense when people, like when I touch, I'm making this happen. When you touch, you're making that happen. Do people have that
exactly,
direct
yeah,
feedback connection?
yeah, and suppose that they has to make music and coordinate and themselves to make something like musical and light. So that's why people is communicating themselves by the touching. Yeah.
And so, how long was the installation in place? Is it still in place, or has it ended,
Well,
or?
yeah, the tree stays there. I'm trying to move it to museums and take it to some place, but it's really hard to do it. Also, there is just the tree, all the system, the computer, the Makey Makey, the DMX is not there. But
Right.
yeah, all that comes from me. I buy all this stuff to make the project. But we are trying to do something with that. We are also really busy with another projects because every semester we have to make a project. And for that semester, the last one, it was scenography. For this semester, the students are working with vestuary, makeup,
Oh yes, yes.
and the next semester we are going again with structures and scenography and lights again. So
So,
maybe we are gonna take the
right.
project.
So what is the subject area that you guys are studying?
We are studying multimedia production.
Right.
Multimedia,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Well,
some
that's.
questions?
I mean, Jay, have you got questions?
Oh, well, we could go on about all kinds of stuff. I'm curious about a lot of the details. How many students did you work with?
And 10 students,
And
just 10.
oh yeah, okay. And it ended up being one central project at the end.
Yeah.
Were there things that were spun off along the way that kind of didn't end up being a final project, but had a kind of solidity of their own?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Sorry, were there projects other than the main project that you made on the way to getting the final project that kind of never made it but are sitting left on the side, that are just extra projects that didn't make it to the final showcase?
No, no, we are not. Well, yeah, we are at the in 1 year. The next year, the students are gonna be in the final semester, and they have to work for a project for open people out of the school. They have to make a multimedia project. That's the finally subject. But we are not like repeating the other projects. We are always like making like something always new and experimenting with new things all the time. Yeah.
What's the gender mix of the students? Male, female?
I have like 6 male and no. Yeah, I have. I
Okay,
have
about
six
half and half.
male and 4 girls. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It seems that Liam now needs to get on his aeroplane. So
I do, unfortunately. I'm sorry. And I think if I go, the whole thing.
Then the Hangout shuts down. So to ensure that Liam gets to his destination on time, we will have to call this Google Hangout to a close. Josue, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for telling your story. Your project is beautiful, and it is the type of project that we at Makey Makey just love. So thank you very much.
Yeah, really beautiful, and it's really nice to hear a long, contiguous story. Sometimes we talk to 5 people, and the story gets chopped up, and that can be interesting. But that really, like Dave said, what stands out to me is that I felt like it was a really authentic voice coming through, and people, I think, get a lot out of hearing that, because people don't know, can I make something? And they hear about you, well, here's how I made it, and and it's just nice to hear that story and feel a connection to that. So thanks a lot.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. And yeah, I think Leon is gonna say something. No? Okay. Well, I would like to give you thank you for the appreciation, and also I would like to say that we would like to make this tree to happen something with this tree. So if maybe we can, you can help me to move this project to another places, to make this tree to travel, transporting an message of peace, and it will be great. It will be cool. This is this is what's next coming with the tree. It is going to travel, to going around the world, just transmitting a message of peace.
Fantastic. That's great.
Cool. Yeah, and we'll be watching.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Josue.
Bye.